All right, guys, welcome back to the channel today. Been getting a lot of questions about what's in this box. What is the box? What's in it? What do you do with it? So basically, this box here is to support this bike for repair or flat tire out on the trail if you're miles from nowhere. And I thought we would open it up today and see what the big mystery is. Let's get into it. See what's in here. I'm gonna drop a link below for most of the stuff that's in here, tools, whatnot. And you know, it's just stuff I've collected over the years, and some of the stuff's new and I've never used it before. But you know, you guys can put together a little kit like this if you'd like. It's some of it's been super handy, and some of it I've been using for years on other stuff. So forgive me today, I'm a little draggy. I'm kind of recovering from some crud. But I think I'm on the road to recovery, so that's a good thing. But just kind of stuck out here in the woods away from everybody. But let's get this thing opened up, and you guys follow along, ride along while we go over it. And I'll lay it out as we take it out and see what you guys think about it. All right. Open the big mystery box. And this is Apache 4800 from Harbor Freight. This has been a good box. I pretty much put it on here right away when I got the bike. It's kind of a Pelican copy. It's really inexpensive. It was easy to mount, and it's waterproof. It's been really rigid, and it's really nice because I can put my other luggage on top of it. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with this for the money. All right, so first thing we got is going to be this Baja No Pinch. Now, I got another video about this. We won't really go into detail too much about it. This is basically when you get the tire mounted and you get the tube down in, when you get like around to that very last portion to get the tire to go over the rim on the last bead, it can be really hard, and you can pinch the tube really easy. And if you're way off in the trail and you're down to your last tube, that's the last thing you want to happen. So this tool is really cool. Now I got a couple of other little things. I got some latex gloves and some baby powder, so that really helps the tube stay lubricated and not chafe up inside the wheel, or you know, the tire and rim. But this thing is just a geared down tool with arbors that this right here pushes the last little portion of the tire over. Now a lot of people are like, well, what do you need that for? If you know how to use a spoon, you don't need that. I'm not that good with tire spoons. I've been mounting and balancing tires for 30 years, and I'm still not the best in the world at it. So throw another little extra gauge in there, a tire gauge, so you know how much air to put back in. But anyway, that's going to be that Baja No Pinch. Now, it doesn't go on every trip, but I'm telling you, if it's in here and the air compressor's in here and the tubes are in here, you got a whole lot less likely chance of having a flat tire. And I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. All right, so of course, we're going to have some Gorilla Tape. Can't leave home without it. Good stuff. Duct tape's just, you know, pretty good too. I just have this laying around. I take it with me. You never know. I mean, this right here will hold your helmet visor on if you break it off. There's just tons of things that this is good for. I mean, a mirror even, you know, anything. It's just good stuff to have around. Okay. Next up is going to be the actual tubes. So this CT125, of course, you guys know, uses the same tube front and back. So I got two of them just in case, long trips. Now, if you're going to do just a day ride, you could probably just take one. If you wanted to, you know, lighter and tighter in the box or whatever. So that's all there is to. These are good heavy duty tubes. I think they came with the tires, and I just ended up reusing the factory tube. So I'd have two new spares. Okay, if you do have a flat and it's nighttime, it gets dark on you, I got this headlight, and this headlight works really good for working on stuff at night, and it also works good to camp for around the campfire and stuff in the tent. It's just a cheap little one, but it works great. Now this here goes with me everywhere I go. This is a great flashlight. This is made by Power Probe. It's got 3 levels of brightness and a strobe. And man, on low, this thing will stay lit all weekend. If you forget, I've forgotten left the thing on in here, and it still be on 8 hours later. What's cool about it, it's USB chargeable. and it's just a really good bright flashlight that you can always rely on. LED Power Probe. I'll link it below. I think you can still get them. It was sort of a limited run, but I believe you can still get them on Amazon maybe. So that's a really handy item to have. Now, let's see. Let's just go ahead. Well, I tell you what. Zip ties. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, take you some plastic zip ties. The metal zip ties are great too. You could take a metal zip tie and hold your kickstand on or something if it falls off, but I'm kind of out of those. I need to get some more, but zip ties, worth their weight in gold. Self-explanatory on that. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, this is a little wrench I threw in here that actually fits my quad lock, and I thought, well, if a quad lock ever vibrated loose or something, I'd have the wrench to fit it. So this is actually a little wrench that comes with a quad lock. So that's kind of specific to this application. Oh, this is a little master link for the chain. I mean, you never know, you could knock the master link clip off and there you'd be. So this is a 428 for the CT, and I just I think I ordered it with some other stuff just because it was cheap. All right, rim protectors. So the CT was brand new not too long ago, and I sure didn't want to scratch up the rim. So these just fit down along the rim edge, and then when you use your tire iron, speaking of tire iron, let's go ahead and go over. I got some really cool, super lightweight mini tire irons that are good for this bike. Not going to really be good if you got Africa Twin or something, but this is the Motion Pro 08 0051, and these things are super lightweight and super rigid. I mean, I've mounted the tire on my DR350 with it, a big 80-120 tire, 17-inch tire, and great. They've held up really well, and in conjunction with the rim protectors, then you got a pretty good arsenal there to change the tire. All right. Now, after you get said tire changed, I got something to air it up. Got this for Christmas from the awesome wife / Santa Claus, I guess. I did a little bit of research and found out that this particular compressor is very lightweight, but it's really handy and really reliable according to a lot of venture bike channels that I've been watching. So this uses the little plug-in that's universal for your battery tenders and stuff. And stay tuned to the channel, because I'm going to install one of those on this bike. I got some people asking about, hey Chris, how do you get to the battery and that kind of thing, and this is going to be a perfect opportunity. I have the other end of this, so I'm going to mount it up on the CT here and go over that with you guys too. But this is all there is to this little compressor, and there's the little hose that hooks to your tire. It comes with a gauge, nothing to it. I let all the air out of my DR tire just to see how long it took to air it up. I didn't time it, but it was pretty quick. I'll say that you won't have to wait on it long. Okay, and it also has, you can hook it directly to the battery, which I think is really cool, and a cigarette lighter plug, accessory plug as well. So that's nice, pretty handy. It's in there in case we need it. Like I said, I haven't used it on the trail yet, but and hopefully I never have to, but it's in there if you do. Inevitably, if you ride enough, you're going to get a flat, and you're going to have a way to air it up. Okay, same thing goes for what we talked about earlier. Excuse me. This is a nice little first aid kit. The thing about first aid kits, I think it was T-Dub's kid I heard say this too, and it's so true. If you've got it in your box, you never need it. If you don't have it, you're going to need it. So this is a really good item to have if that holds true. But anyway, it's just got some bandages and stuff in it. Pretty neat little first aid kit. Not really sure. It says, I don't know exactly what that is, 12 basics or something. But anyway, it's pretty cool. Okay, so adjustable wrench. I'm not a huge fan of adjustable wrenches, just to be honest with you. They kind of round bolts off. But if you're on the trail and you need to help somebody, or you need a size that you don't have, this will get you out of, buying a pinch or whatever. Some people swear by them, but I've just had too many bolts round off. This is a 19mm snap-on wrench that I had extra in the toolbox, and this is going to fit the axle shaft on the front and the back, and the other one is a 14. And I'll get to the 14 here in a minute. I don't really understand why this 22's in here, but it's in here. Maybe I've been hunting it for a year, and there it is. Nah, I probably took that just in case another bike had a flat maybe or something, but it's in there. Okay, 13.2 sprocket. Why you want a 13.2 sprocket in your box, Chris? Okay, so if you're getting in deep sand, or you tons and tons of tight woods, uphill riding, the CT's geared just a little bit high for super, super strenuous technical. Not too high, but you put this on there, it's a lot less strain on the bike in the woods. I take it with me. The 14.2's on it now, that's factory, and it does a really good job, you know, on the highway, and keeps the RPMs down. If you're going to ride, you know, say I got 50 miles to do on the highway, the 14.2's going to be the way to go. But I keep this in there, you know, just in case we need it. Now, I probably should have already mentioned these awesome people here. This is a P38 can opener that Moto Camp Nerd sent me. Shout out to those guys. Go check them out. I'll put a link below. Super good people. Really nice, really quality camping gear that's geared towards moto camping, lightweight, cookware, things that you can really use and need at quality. Go see them, guys. Super, super people. Right here, local North Carolina to us, and that was just a little gift he sent me. I thought it was super cool, so I always take it with me. All right, now, this thing right here is kind of sentimental to me, believe it or not. Really good friend of mine, Mark Ramey, was my gear wrench distributor for years, 20-something years. Passed away not long ago. Just an excellent dude. I'm talking about, you could rely on him. He came every Thursday. We told stories. At Christmas time, he had like treats on the truck for you. Super guy. So this thing here goes everywhere with me, even in my truck. But you're like, well, what is in there? So this thing has everything you need. It's a basic little set of hand tools, wrenches. So the 14's in here that I need for the other side of the axle shaft. It's got a little ratchet with just about every size you think you would need, all the way up to what, 13 millimeter. And this is pretty cool here. This is a little bit set that comes with it, and you just use this little socket here and put whatever screwdriver bit you want and use it on this or on the extension for the ratchet. So it doesn't take up that much room. I'm sure a tool roll, a cloth tool roll, would take up less, but who cares? I love this thing. It's compact, it's pretty light, and it's just a good tool. I mean, a tool kit rather. So that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. That's what's always with me in the box there. And we've definitely needed some of that stuff before, you know, when we're riding and everything. And there's some more room in the box. Like I said again, it's a Pelican 4800, and really happy with it. Rigid. I put all kind of stuff on top of here and strap it down to it, and it works really good. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Sorry I'm a little under the weather, a little crapped up today, but we're gonna get better. I think I'm on day 8 of some kind of nasty crap, but who knows. But anyway, you guys smash that like button, come back, hang out with us again. Share this video with your buddies if you know somebody that's got a CT125, or you know, anything that they got a box mounted on. Some of this stuff you might see you really like, or how I packed it or whatever, and I'll drop a link below for everything. And I appreciate you guys just hanging out and supporting the channel. I mean, the channel's growing. We're up to 1,500 and something now, so I know it's small, but kind of a niche thing with the little trails. So come back, guys, hang out with us again. Like I said, I'm gonna work on that video for the charging port. So some people wanted to see about where the battery is and everything. So I'll show you some tricks on how to get to that without tearing it up, breaking it, because it's plastic. So all right, guys, we'll talk to you next time. Appreciate it again.